What's up, oddities? I hope this Friday morning finds you well. It's cold in my basement, so I'm wearing a beanie. I wanted to talk to you about some of the current events that are happening. Right now, our government, our representation, is pretending to fight over the release of these Epstein list documents. So they're making a big spectacle out of it, a big production out of it. And they're going to release them in phases, and supposedly the FBI won't release certain parts of it and all this stuff. But instead of releasing what they have to the public where we can go on and read it ourselves, they give it to people in the MAGA media, all these grifters. I call it the grifter media industrial complex. And they take pictures with it, the selfies that they've got. Yeah, have you seen that? The selfies with the Epstein file list. And it's just so silly. It's so childish. Yet that's what MAGA loves. They love the childishness of it because it's like all about the tribalism and the back and forth. It's this team rivalry. It's a real sporting type of thing going on. It's sports. Politics is sports. It's sports and it's acting. It's political theater. And we love our theater here in America, unfortunately, much more than we love our rights, much more than we love our principles. And I've been hammering this home since 2016. People will give up their principles to fit whatever Trump and Elon and the crew are pushing at any given time. And Trump could go any way on any given issue, and everybody knows it. Even the most diehard Trump fanboys know that. So nobody stands for anything. They stand for Trump and Elon. And Elon, anybody that trusts Elon, let me tell you, are not trustworthy themselves. This guy wants to hook your brain up to Neuralink. He's up here prancing around, pretending to be this, I call him phony Stark. You know, he's got all these contracts with the U.S. government, and he would have those no matter if it was a Democrat or a Republican presidency, because of the technology, because of the technocracy, the coming technocracy, which he's going to be a part of. Remember, he said that AI is summoning the demon, but he's still pushing AI. He keeps talking about a digital God. He said that numerous times, a digital God. Look at, well, Doge. Look at what Doge says backwards. E-God. You've probably seen those tweets or whatever. And, you know, you can say that's ridiculous, but is it really when he's talking about a digital God, an electronic God? He's building robots to replace you, and all these government layoffs, which is fine, streamline the government as much as you can, but you got to understand that part of this is they're still going to keep spending, as we can already tell. So it's not like there's going to be a huge decrease in spending. It's just going to be them taking that money and giving it to the military-industrial complex, which Trump has talked about how we got to spend like $100 million or something like that for the military. And they'll give it to Israel and their cronies and put it towards things that they want to do and tell you it's best for you. And most of the fans will be like, yeah, it's best for me. Oh, Greenland and Canada. How about we just take Mexico? You know, all this stupid stuff that you see these MAGA grifters talking about, as if anything that the government does is for you and me. It's a system. They use the system to benefit themselves. And that's why you see all these shit libs like Larry Ellison and Sam Altman and the like coming on board, and Trump making these huge deals with leftists like Ellison, who says that, well, you know, if we had a total surveillance state, the world would be much safer. Everything would be much better. We just need to basically create a world like 1984. Have you not read the book? Have you not seen the movies? That's exactly what Big Brother is, a total surveillance state. So people have given up on this. They, you know, I knew back in 2016, 17, whenever it was that they were doing the red flag laws and Trump was on board, take the guns first, worry about due process later. And then you would try to tell these so-called patriots and they would act like you're insane. And you're like, right there, he's saying, if that was Biden, if that was Obama, if that was Hillary, if that was Kamala, you'd be shitting yourself trying to, just go crazy over it. but it's their hero, and so we can trust our hero to take our guns and ban bump stocks and up the age to buy our firearms and all that stuff. And now we have Pam Bondi, a new AG, and all the stupid conservative cuck media could talk about is, oh, she looks young for her age. Not that she's also pro red flag laws. And what you got to always ask yourself, which people can't be bothered to do, is how will the opposition use this policy, these policies? Because you trust your guys for whatever reason, because you're all emotional and tribal about everything, and you have this false sense of security when your guy is in office. And our guys usually screw us over even worse than the opposition, because we're always watching the opposition. But anyway, you got Pam Bondi in there, and she is pro red flag laws along with Trump. And we're not saying or doing anything about it. You know, there's been a little bit of an uproar, but hardly anything. That was well known before she was up for the position of the Attorney General. It was well known. Those videos were going around, her talking about red flag laws with Donald Trump. And again, the grifter media, all they could talk about was how young she looks for her age. And half the pictures you see of her there's filters anyway, but who cares about that? I'm getting sidetracked here. All I'm saying is we've given up on our principles. There's a big show. It's a big theater. And Elon has posted the same or very similar tweet several times on X. And it's something like, the most entertaining outcome is the most likely. And he even said something about the most entertaining outcome, kind of like a soap opera, is the most likely outcome or whatever. You're seeing a show. It's a show. I saw Elon, and I wished I had taken a screenshot of it. He was replying to somebody around the time of the election, and he said, we may not get everything we want done, but trust me, it's going to be entertaining. So you are seeing a big old show. I'm a Southern boy. And it's distraction. It's distraction away from the coming technocracy. And the technocracy includes the surveillance state, your health care, the digital currency, which will be like a digital, social credit score eventually, no matter what they say. Because we already see this with Elon wanting X to be what did he say? The consciousness of the world or something like that. But he also wants it to be a one-stop shop, like a PayPal and a social media, where you can do all your business on there, your banking, everything else. But then you say something against the H-1B visa program that he pushes, and he'll take your blue check marks away. He will delete your account. He'll take your ability to make money on X away. And that's a sign of things to come, exactly. So people do not care as long as they're being told things that they like to hear, and having people attack the opposition, which is, the opposition is not nearly as big a threat now as the MAGA grifter media complex, because it is just pure praise, pure pointing the finger, pure anything bad happening, they'll divert the attention away. They've got all these people fooled, these poor people who have they just don't have good judgment. They're brainwashed. There's the reason we call it a cult is because we see them turn their backs on their principles that they once pushed. We see them praise the cult leader no matter what he does, even when it's bad for them. We see these people who won't allow any inter-party accountability. That's a cult, and that's why we say it's a cult. So anyway, I just want to touch base with you and say cheers and blessings. Their order is not our order. God bless.